What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to JJD TV. I'm your host, Josh, and we are here for the 5 takeaways of the match we just witnessed between Leipzig and Dortmund, in which Dortmund lost 2-1. This is a series we do after each and every Dortmund game where we take 5 takeaways and just kind of discuss them. Some big touching points, some things I want to address, some things that you guys have addressed in the watch along. So if you guys enjoyed this series, always be sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe as well. You guys have helped us reach 6K, which we really appreciate, and let's get into the video now. Alright guys, so we just watched a frustrating match. If you're with us in the watch along, I apologize. I'm usually a lot more upbeat and happy, but I was pretty angry throughout the entirety of the match. The Ajax matches, I think, were just weighing a little heavy on me, and then this one just did not go the way I wanted to. A very, very ugly first 45 minutes. Thought we were going to battle back, and in the end, just couldn't prevail, and these type of points matter. So the first one we're going to get into, my first takeaway, is consistency, and it's going to lead into getting to the title. And this is a consistency for the squad as well as a consistency for the players, because players like Brandt, who look like to be coming into their own and finding form and finding time, he had a very off night tonight, as well as just getting points in matches like these. When you see Bayern today, if you watch that match, they weren't spectacular at home. Freiburg deserve a lot of praise to be able to come in there and almost steal a point, which would have been an incredible achievement for them. But Bayern find a way to do it. They find a way to separate themselves from challengers, and we are the challengers. And if we can't keep consistent, we can't pull out fights and efforts, and even if we would have took a point today, we would have been potentially a game away from being level on points. And now we're down to 4 points away from Bayern already with an 8-0-3 while they're 9-1-1. It's something that this team and the players need to find a way to do if they want to compete for the title, because consistency is one of the most important things you need to do. Second big takeaway, guys, I want to take away from this match is Daniel Mullen, and I don't want to call out a player. I don't want to do it. Daniel Mullen is someone who I was very excited to come to the club. I like Daniel Mullen. I still think there's a chance he could become good at this club, but this is just downright frustrating right now. I mean, it's just not there. Whatever he's doing up there, he looks lost. He can't find a way to gel with his teammates, and I was worried because I wanted a goal scorer to come in to help when Haaland isn't available. And I thought Mullen was going to be that guy. He's versatile. He can play on the wings, and now he can play through the middle. And playing through the middle when Haaland isn't there is important because we need goals. And he hasn't scored a Bundesliga goal yet this season. So Marco Rose needs to address this. He needs to figure out a way to get the best out of Daniel Mullen, to get him firing, whether you're going to use him and make him a goal scorer, or you're going to decide against it and start playing Mukuku, because you do have a potential generational talent in the ranks that might as well start playing, because he looked better in the short time he was on the pitch today than Mullen did. You have to find a way to utilize him, because there's a lot of investment in a player like him, and he needs to come good. And sticking him out on the right attacking mid arguably was, I guess, the best thing you saw out of him today, but he still wasn't there, and it was just frankly frustrating. The third big takeaway, guys, is injuries, and it's an obvious one. This team had absolutely no depth today. There was no other real way we could have lined up today without a back three. That was a system I personally would have played. The boys just weren't up for it. It was a very lackluster and incohesive start to the match, and Leipzig deservedly had the lead after the first half. But there was nothing else we could really do. We have so many injuries. It's ridiculous. I've never seen a season in a club that has had just such riddled with injuries like this one. And with it, at halftime, kudos to Marco Rose, because he had to do something. He ended up switching up to a back four, and I just couldn't figure out what was going to happen. Who was going to fill that left back position? Thorgan Hazard. And what happened with the game-winning goal? Our right attacking mid playing left back conceded. You can't put that on a Hazard. He's not a defender. I mean, it is what it is, but we have no one else to play there, and a switch in shape had to happen. We went to a 4-2-3-1. We took a risk. We put Hazard on there, and unfortunately, his defensive awareness wasn't there. He got burnt at the back post, and it costed us the match. It's as plain, as simple as it is. It would happen. It would be nice to have Schultz back there. It would be nice to have Guerrero back there. Even throw Emre Can back there, but not have an attacking midfielder playing at left back, and it cost us the game. It was unfortunate, but it is what it is. The other one is goals coming from different areas for my fourth takeaway, and it's the fact that Marco Reus did score today, because I thought that was a good positive that Marco Reus did, because I'm going to try to bring some positivity, because I was pretty negative throughout the watch along, which I don't like to do. It's just like I said, we're all frustrated with the injuries and the seasons we want to compete for the Bundesliga title, and then losing Haaland the way we do, and losing Haaland in games like this kills us, because Haaland is a difference maker, and then not having players be able to step up and generate goals from other areas, specifically Mullen, is frustrating. But I like what Marco Rose did with that front four. I thought it was very unique. He went Brandt Cam when he switched to the 4-2-3-1. He had Mullen out on the right, which I believe is so he doesn't cut in and shoot. Seems weird, but every time Mullen's cut in and shot, he hasn't scored. So maybe he wanted him to focus on pass first, shoot later. He had Canal, who I thought was very energized coming in the match, looked pretty good, had paces on the wings, and then had Marco Reus up front, who, given the opportunity, can put the ball in the back of the net, and he did. So we did get some goal scoring from some other areas today, and it might be something to look at going forward, because we're going to have to figure out a way to get goals. If Mullen's not doing it and Holland's out, it's got to come from somewhere. So maybe you go to that 4-2-3-1 and you turn Royce into a striker. I don't know, but he is a good finisher, and he did get on the score sheet today, because without Holland, without Mullen scoring, they need to come from somewhere. Maybe our skipper stood up today. Maybe he'll stand up for the next few matches as well. And my fifth and final takeaway, guys, is Gregor Kobel is incredible. And, I mean, he almost saved that one at the end, and that would have been a stellar save. The one save I really liked is when the header came through on a corner, and he was able to save it and then kick it away and then have a follow-up save on Szoboszlai. He's the gift that keeps on giving. He's conceded a lot of goals this year, which is unfortunate because it's not on him. He is an incredible keeper and an incredible pickup, and it's just unfortunate right now with the injuries and the way they are. And touching on that, a lot of fingers are being pointed at Marco Rose, and I think it's a little harsh because I didn't like the attitude of the players beginning this game, because I just don't think that they were quite up for it. There wasn't a bit of a system in place. He went with the only system that made sense. Marco Rose did. He switched it and adapted it to it in the second half. But Leipzig just outpressed us, outplayed us, and ultimately they deserved the win. It's frustrating. We're 4 points now behind Bayern, and without Holland and all these injuries, it makes me a little... I wanted to compete for the title this year. It's making me nervous that we might not get that ability, but we'll keep the positivity trying to roll. It is only 4 points. If we finally pull off breaking that 6-game losing streak against Bayern, we can get ourselves back in the title scrap. But we're going to have to see. A lot is going to have to change, and hopefully coming back from the international break, we will get some healthy bodies back. Guerrero, Holland are two vital ones for me. Dahoud, Chan. We're missing a lot. We'll have to see. But guys, that's my 5 takeaways. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know your 5 takeaways or any takeaways you have from the game down below. I'm sure there's a lot. We weren't the most positive chat today. Shout out to Joe and JJD TV memes. They were trying to keep me up with the positivity. It was frustrating, but we'll bounce back. We always do. We are a beautiful club, and we'll find a way next time. Hope you guys enjoy this. Be sure to drop a like, drop a sub, and we'll see you guys next time. Cheers, friends.